Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Adam. I'm here with BringItDon. Off camera, I was exploring the map looking for the red masked bandits once again. No luck. Anyway, we leveled up, so I'm going to go ahead and put some more points into Speechcraft. Some there. Where is my barter at? Maybe I'll put some into barter as well. Lockpicking. Fidel is also leveled up. I don't know when he actually leveled up. 10 points there. And maybe some into melee weapons because he's been missing all of his melee attacks lately. He has a lot of points into first aid. Maybe I'll just keep putting him there. Alright, quick save that. Let's talk to this guy. Looks like he might be a merchant. This young man notices you from afar and waves to you energetically until you come closer. When you do, he unceremoniously slaps your shoulder and says in a confident voice, "Ah, hello to my future business partner. Well, shall we talk about our strategy?" Sure, start away and I'll listen. Never wasting any time, are we? Great. So my name is Oleg, but my friends simply call me Oleg. Currently I'm the sole entrepreneur in the bottle business. Awesome stuff, right? Bottles, huh? Color me intrigued. It's easy. Look, for example, you have a bottle. How would you like to use it? I could fill it up with water. Yeah, or how I call it, use it like it was meant to be used. But the bottle is a wondrous object that has many various uses. The mere existence of this artifact is mind-boggling, so why don't you try and make some good money with it? How can I make money with a bottle, other than trying to sell it to someone? That's just the surface level, my friend. Yes, you can sell the bottle. A bottle will always find a customer willing to pay. But any businessman knows that selling stuff isn't how making money actually works. The bottle needs to work for you, see? Not by going to work, or building roads and houses, but by metaphorically speaking. The work that the bottle must do is this, inspiring the actions of those who have bottles, you see? The bottles want to move, to take action. They don't want to stay in one place. You must not let your bottles sit in place. They must work. You should not collect bottles if you're not planning to multiply them, or use them to do something. Here's what I'm saying. Think about it. You have the bottle, this base-age multi-tool. It asks you to use it to get some money with it. If you combine all the uses there are for any bottle, you get the sum of... Is that supposed to be 10,000? 10,000 rubles in total. Or is it 10.000? And that's just ballpark numbers. A bottle might make you millions. Let's just leave this place. Bottles are great, but this is just nonsense. Hold up, don't go. I know that's a lot of information to handle, but believe me, one day it might just save your life. So you want to sell me a bottle? No, I'm willing to sell you a possibility. No, that's also wrong. I want you to make you my partner in business. Stop letting your money line your dirty pockets. Do yourself a solid and invest into bottles. Bottles are great for investing. They're made of glass. They're fragile, poetic, noble. Those that are made of plastic are almost as good. They are sturdy, reliable, loyal, and practical. In your opinion, what's the price for a dream? I think dreams have no price. This is why I'm willing to give you a 1000% discount on your purchase. Only 100 rubles for a bottle and you become an investor. No, not a buyer, a true investor. Many people in the Waste have this old habit of saving money in a stash somewhere. But will such saving make anyone rich? No, but careful investments sure will. I am saying this without a doubt. Hold up, I can simply find free bottles on the junk pile. Technically, yes. Practically, nearly impossible. But this way of working will never, I repeat, never will bring you any money at all. You can hold on to your 100 measly rubles now, but remember, it's not even a big price for financial freedom. I have a better proposal. How about I sell you my bottles for, I don't know, 50 rubles? I see you're a great businessman, but let's put it to the test. Example, I have a rare Duchess soda bottle. That bottle is sought by a rich Trudograd trader, prepared to offer 100 million rubles for it. You want to sell it to him, but I hid it in a box. What do you do? I see what you mean. You're a smart fellow. I can see that. The only way to win for sure is to buy it. You can hold on to your 100 measly rubles now, but that will make you risk losing millions in the future. That's how the world works, buddy. Yeah, I should go. I'll see you. Oh, I like his portrait. He has a very well-groomed beard. A strong, wide-shouldered man walks from side to side, whistling some old tune and playing with an old militia club. First thing you notice when you walk over to him is that he's slightly following you with his eyes all the time. Thus the foolish beast cometh straight to the hunter. I mean, how can I help you, comrade? Let's see. You know, why are you always looking at me? Am I a suspect? Suspicion always comes to the minds of people worth being suspected. Want to confess something, comrade? Why did you call me a beast when we first met? The militiaman shrugs his shoulders and throws an innocent glance your way. I don't know what you're talking about, comrade. You accuse me, when in reality I was just clearing my throat. A sign of a guilty conscience indeed. Consciousness, indeed. Is there something you wish to confess, comrade? Aren't you tired of patrolling? Your boots look like they'll fall apart in a few more steps. The militiaman nods and laughs a bit. Oh, this is so touching. How you care about me. Or do you simply wish I go away to take a nap while you commit some kind of a crime? I'm right, aren't I? Confess to me now, comrade. Yeah, my conscience is clean, unlike that of your buddy at the gates. You know what, comrade? Accusing a lawman with no evidence is a crime as well. Do you really want to do that? Think clearly now. So that's the question. How long are you here for? You must be so paranoid because you're so tired. Alright, it's the same thing. Not trusting people who actually care about you is disrespectful. Have a good day. Alright, well. Oh, there's another guy? Before you stands a strong, unhappy-looking man of average height. His eyes almost glow with hatred. He makes a fist and suddenly attacks. An annoying fly that was sitting on his shoulder. After that demonstration of power, the man calms down and asks in a friendly manner, Sorry, comrade. These flying sons of guns can't be handled any other way. Show them weakness and they'll eat you alive bit by bit. Now then, how can I help you? What business do you have with the militia? Yeah, no business. Came to ask how's your service going. Is it hard? The militiaman smiles and sighs. Our duty can be hard and dangerous, but you can live with it, if you try hard enough. Anyone who comes to this city to cause trouble stays outside the fence, or in a ditch somewhere. Respect the law. What have you heard around the city? I had to chase this one guy several times. Navigator Vyatsky. What a joker, that man. Once he fell over in a narrow street so people couldn't walk there. Another time he started performing weird dance moves to milk some cash out of bystanders. But a few days ago I heard this rumor that the man is actually a war vet. A survivor of the war that changed this world forever. And I hit him with a stick not long ago, as if he was a dog. Can you imagine it? I'm a bit ashamed now. I would never hurt him if I knew. Yeah, you didn't know he was a vet. Don't get so worked up. See, I wanted to ask if you heard any rumors. That's not a question I can answer. I'm not into rumors. The gatekeeper is a buck scudder. Wow, really? Oh my. So terrible. I'll announce this to our superiors at once. Well, I can already see him thrown to the streets with no pay. Yep. Okay, well, he seems pretty straight-laced. Holy crap. That's, quite the contrast. Before you stands a man who, although strong and wide, looks like he's seen a ghost. When you catch his attention, his eyes turn huge and around as he mumbles something. Oh god, what now? A fire? A shootout? A giant ant in the sewer system? Report now. Calm down, man. I just came by to say hello. Who are you? The man salutes you, looking really tired. Greetings and salutations. My name is Officer Ovchinnikov. Ovchinnikov. Did you know that bothering militiamen on duty is a bad thing? This whole city segment depends on me, you know. You look a bit scared, on the scared side. Work trauma? The man sighs and rubs his hands together. Nope, no trauma. Just a bit twitchy. How could I not be? Something happens all the time. Before my eyes, I always see those snippets from my life as a cop. How I chased a thief last month, how I performed CPR on a local alcoholic. Terrible stuff. You speaking of sewer ants, are they a thing? The man spits and shakes his head. Never seen one, but I'm always ready to fight them. Not a week passes when I don't hear a story about some friend's sister's daughter getting a little pet mimic, nursing it with goat's milk and flushing it down the toilet, after the thing grew to several meters long. Can you imagine how many of them are down in the sewers as we speak? A horde, no less. No wonder you look traumatized. After such a story, anyone would be. Alright, report there's a criminal standing at the gate to the city? Nah, you must have been mistaken. He's a jolly old guy. Never lied in his life. Well, that's what he said to me, anyway. But why would he lie to me? Okay. Well, let's start in this building. And we'll work our way around. You mind if I go back here? I guess he doesn't mind if I go back here. An age-thin, muscular man stands near the counter. He's happily repairing a piece of worn, bloody armor. Upon seeing you, the craftsman widely smiles. Hey there, roamer. Welcome to my little shop. Armor for any kind of taste and any kind of wallet, from the most simple ones to pure works of armor-smithing art. And see, you're a man who's been to places, so I bet you know the important role of good armor. How can I help you? Well, let's talk. Cheddar rubs his tired back and gets in a more comfortable position at his stand. Looks like he's a sucker for a good chat. Why not? What's bugging you? How's stuff? How's the trade? It's pretty good, actually. My wares are popular. You can't get anywhere in the waste without some good armor on you. It can only take one bullet to make you ask for a coffin maker. My quality is superb, so all the clients I get return to me after a while. I do need a lot of repairing, though. The trader nods at the armor pieces he was repairing earlier. Tell me about yourself, man. There's a lot that needs telling. I served as an ensign in the army. I was in charge of providing supplies to my division. The job taught me to use my head pretty well. If everything fell, I started trading. Good thing I had a supply to start with. And now here I am in my own store, owning a business that actually keeps me afloat. Must be a true calling if you manage to find success in this field. What's the city all about? How are things in Krasno? The trader scratches his nose thoughtfully. Well, it's like it always was. There's corruption, thievery, lies, the top dogs fight for power, the average Joes struggle to survive. The guards rob people blind with bribe money, the mushroom cult is up to some shady schemes. Average life of an average large city. Any rumors? That's a story, alright. Some think it a mere legend, but I know it to be true, since I witnessed it with my own eyes. The trader gets closer to you and lowers his voice to a whisper. Right before the bombs fell, a strange gizmo was brought to the base I served at. Highly secretive stuff. The KGB and even Spetsnaz were all over the place. Me and my men were sent to watch the perimeter. That's when I saw it. The trader moves even closer. One of the men they had with them wore a suit that looks somewhat like the one you get to put on for deep-sea diving. A lot of wires and pipes are connected to that thing. First, the guy in the suit... Actually, no, I just had a thought. I just realized we never found Nina's body in Bunker 317. I'll probably go back off camera and see if I can find her body. Anyway. A lot of wires and pipes are connected to that thing. First, the guy in the suit just lifted his arms and legs on command. Later, he started jumping up to 3 meters high. But that was only the beginning. He later started breaking lead pipes in his hands as if they were matchsticks. And he crushed bricks in his hands like they were baked from cookie dough. I bet that wasn't even the limit of his abilities. But then there was this flash and the suit caught fire. They extinguished the flame, loaded the thing into a lorry, and drove away. Nobody ever seen the thing since. So there's power armor. I don't know if it's in the game, or it's just a hint or a reference to power armor. Can I look at your stuff closer? What's he got? So I think these are better than what... Because this is what I currently have equipped, I think. Holy crap, that's 9,280. Alright, hold on. Let's see. 17 and 5. This is 15 and 3. Well, I have stuff I can sell. Fidel, come hither. All right. Wish I had some sort of like better body armor that I could upgrade to, but this is also fine, I guess. I'm sitting on a pretty good chunk of cash. Let's see. This is 10 and 2. So yeah, this is the other thing that he had in his inventory. 5 and 2. What I'll do... I'm going to give him this. I might end up regretting this, but I think I'm going to get the STSH 81 because I can afford it. It's not worth a lot here. That sucks. What about the timed explosive? How much is that worth here? 360. Where are my rubles at? It's going to cost me everything that I have, but... yeah, screw it. No, I'm that much more tanky now. Alright, dude. What do you want? Or what do you have, I guess? An unshaven, balding man with matted hair and a curious gaze looks at you for a while, before extending his hand in greeting. But instead of a hello, you hear him cry out. Communism. Lenin. Perestroika. The man shuts his eyes, the cheeks get red out of embarrassment. He coughs a few times and continues. How can I help you, comrade? Yeah, what the hell was that outburst? Seems like you noticed my nervous tics, comrade. Perestroika, Gulag, KGB. Some time ago I was harassed by a bunch of Leninists. They scared me so much, now every time I speak I uncontrollably yell out words and phrases connected to the Soviet Union. Proletariat, Lenin, Stalin. Hey, let me try and fix your brains. Oh, I failed. Alright. Who are the men that attacked you? Peace, Sputnik, Expropriation, Blini. See, the Chamber of Commerce sent me to have a chat with some mutants that agreed to sell us a large portion of scrap metal. As we drove to their camp, we were harassed by crazy people. They started insulting us, screaming that we were about to negotiate with degenerates. They said that we need to be shot as traitors of the human race and so on. As they screamed and threatened, they used so many of those darn Sovietisms, babushka, Kremlin. I'd laugh if I told you it didn't affect me mentally. When they finally agreed to let us go without killing us, I started screaming some of the words they use uncontrollably. I've been like that ever since. Marxist dark doctrine. Hey, maybe you got the Krasnov syndrome. No, there's no such thing. Red Army. Excuse me. There's no such thing as Krasnov syndrome. It's a silly lie invented by someone to fool people. And it worked. Yeah, quite the mess you got yourself into. Bear, vodka, balalaika. Sorry, I didn't want to say that. Anyway, yes, sure, ask me whatever you like. After calmly answering your query, the man suddenly widens his eyes and screams hysterically. Mao Mao, comrade, Mao, North Korea. Tell me about yourself. I'm Gordy Mityayev, a clerk at the Chamber of Commerce. How's life in the city? Lenin, vodka, sorry for that outburst. Life in the city is great. I have a job, a roof over my head, and even a beloved wife who tolerates my terrible illness. Tell me about your job. Dried fish, vodka, Pravda newspaper. Oof. Sorry for yelling. I have a rather simple job. I hand copy documents that are not important enough for the copy machine in the Chamber of Commerce. That thing is rather old, so we only use it if we really, really have to. Any good rumors? People's Militia, Proletariat, Red Army. Oops, sorry for that. I heard an interesting story about an old castle in the mountain pass of Woes. They say a mighty mouse king, Squeaky the Third, Cat Heart runs that place. And other mice are his noble knights, who wear stolen pieces of cloth as capes and use nails like rapiers. On the other hand, it is widely known as a fact that the castle is actually run by outlaws, and the Mouse Kingdom story was invented by a drug-abusing opium dealer who was known as Stancevich. Then I get a... Okay. Bearded militiaman cleans his teeth with a sharpened match and nods only slightly when he notices you come near him. What is it, citizen? I ask about the city. Great city we have here, right? I think so too. Much better than that Paragon, a darn hole in the ground only suited for bandits and cheap traders. Also, it's much more fun than Ultranoye or Fojalevka. We even have a bookstore. Where else can you see something like that? Only in our Krasno. Ask about some rumors. Folks say there was a forgotten city near the Caspian Sea. In Soviet times, archaeologists were looking for it everywhere. They said that the treasures there were more than anyone could imagine. Diamonds, sapphires, emeralds, amethysts, moonstones, opals. The militiaman closes his eyes as if falling into a daydream. Tell me about the city. Oh no, wrong thing. Situation with finding work around here? I'd ask around if I were you. You seem like a person who's seen a lot. Many people would be happy to hire a seasoned adventurer. You know the guy at the gates extorts money from people, right? Oh no, I'll gladly report that to our inner investigations office. If the information turns out to be correct, they will fire him ASAP. You have my word as an officer. This is just another entrance. Did I ever go over here? I know I went over here. This is not a big deal. Alright, let's see what's going on in here. Okay, so he's the doctor. Standing before mortars, retorts, alembic cubes, and all sorts of other gadgets is an old man with white hair, wearing an old-fashioned pair of glasses. He sings some melody, you know, but out of tune, and checks the recipe he has written down on a folded sheet of yellow paper. When he senses you nearby, he lifts his head up and smiles. Ah, hello. How may I help? Are you in need of medicine? Let's ask some questions. Have you seen a lot of lands? Tell me about them. Yes, you are right. I have traveled many lands, saw many settlements, big and small, each of which survived by its own set of rules. I have seen massive arcologies that grew straight out of the sands, brave little villages, and harsh, militarized cities. Without any big government, the people went such different ways. At least some of them turned out to be the correct ones. That'd be great if people would not go extinct. Can you tell me what can you tell me about the local lands? I know of places where people survive in small packs with no authority. I also know places where the authorities are despots? I don't actually know how to say this. I've seen the word a lot. I don't know how to pronounce it. I've always said despots in my head, but that doesn't sound right. They need to be obeyed until the day you die behind a plow. Imagine how happy I became when I found Krasno, a place where there's just enough authority and individual freedom for a man to live a good life. This city is really dear to me. I hope it never shifts. The golden middle, right? Now, what will we do when the pre-war meds are all used up? The work that university cities are doing right now will return the ability to create complex chemicals to people all around the world, in due time. But before that time comes, the populace will have to rely on people like me, who create remedies and salves for mushrooms, moss, and even something as simple as your average beetroot. Really, and here I was thinking beetroot was completely useless. Now, where do you pick the plants you need for your recipes? I buy them off the local traders and gather some myself. The main thing is to pick the right herbs and have good chemistry knowledge. I am making medicine after all. Any error might turn fatal and cost my patient his or her life, and to me, my license. The old man thinks for a while and then looks at you. You know, you really seem like a type of person I can trust completely. Can you maybe help me out with gathering some important plants for my recipes? What do you need? Oh right, I forgot to tell you. I just need some toadstool, or amanita as it's called in Latin. I need these mushrooms for a certain experiment, but I do not have any time to gather them up. Please, I beg of you, bring me around 50 of those, and I'll pay you much more than you'd get by selling them on the market. Oh, cure from withdrawal. I was wondering if there was one of those in the game, because I hadn't seen one yet. Alright, how many rubles do I have? I know it's not a lot, but I'm curious. Oh, it's not like 1,500. That's not too bad. I could buy some of this stuff. Might be worth it. Alright. Spending all my money. Does it take me further into the city, or does it take me elsewhere? I'm gonna check out the big building, probably in the next episode. There's probably a lot of people to talk to in there. Oh, here's the bookstore. Let's talk to him. So I actually have to pay for these. Healing powder, double barrel shotgun, kill, kill, kill. Strange antidote. An old copy of an even older manuscript. I'm interested. Yeah, I'm wondering if his stuff is worth reading. Alright, the Hunchman. Let's buy this. I want to see what this is about. He's piqued my interest. Oh no, I didn't want to. Oh my goodness, okay. Sorry, I didn't read any of that. Son of a gun. I just wanted to see. I'm skipping through all this because I can load my last save, right? So I can go back and actually talk to him. Yeah, alright, we saved right there. We're okay. Let me make sure I still have everything that I've purchased. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. Alright, let's see what he has to say. Alright, the Hunchman over the counter is old. He's very old. Unbelievably so. It looks like he might be 100 years old, but his eyes, however, are still very much full of life. Ove, or oy vey. Oh, where's that from? Son of a gun, there was something I was watching recently where they say oy vey. I don't know. Anyway, a good customer is my greatest joy. Are you here to marvel at my books, my dear friend? Or would you just like to chat a bit? An old man Abraham would be happy either way. But what a coincidence. I also like to talk. The old man lights up with a wide smile and slaps his hips. They've come to just the right place, my friend. Tell me what you want to know, and I'll try to satisfy your curiosity to the best of my ability. When one's life is as long as mine, one inevitably hears many, many stories about everything. Oh, tell me about yourself. Oh, evil tongues had many names for me back in the day, but my mamale gave me the name Abraham. I'm the owner of this bookstore for a long time now, since the pre-war times. There aren't any bombs powerful enough to make me leave this place, because if I ever decide to leave it, I'll have to carry all the books myself. But think of my back. I mean, it is already bent as a sickle. So what should I call you, my future loyal customer? My name is Jerry Kraut, the worst master from East Germany. Yeah, call me Jerry Kraut. For a moment, the old man Abraham's cunning look becomes honest and friendly. What an interesting name you have, Jerry Kraut, the worst master from East Germany. It's of Hebrew origins. Did you know that? What? It's no laughing matter. All of the languages of this world started with the children of our man Adam. Ask anyone you want. It's the truth. What is it that you do around here? I sell books and magazines, my friend. Just look how many I have lying around here. Old ones and relatively new ones as well. And here I have... The old man waves his hand in the direction of the sturdiest shelf in his shop. Samizdat, the treasury of the Soviet dissident movement. Shalamov Solzhenitsyn, Sorokin, and late Trudov. Even my beloved Andrei Sinyavsky and Yuli Daniel. But these aren't for sale. It must feel great to be such an expert of your trade. Now, how's life in the big city? How's the trade? The city is alive, my dear man. Isn't it the most important thing? Ask anyone. They'll tell you that Krasno will still be here 100 years later. For my business, young people now don't want to read anything. That's all I have to say. That's why I'm so pleased to see people like you coming here, my friend. Rumors, gossip tales. Recently I've studied the ancient booklet in the history of this city and came across an amazing little tale. According to that tale, in the days of Count Rovsky, a powerful rabbi, Leopold lived in the local lands. One of the Count's servants ordered him to make an automatic croupier for one of the gambling houses. Of course, our hero created a golem from unburned clay, and in his mouth he put a piece of paper with the word play written on it. And thus the croupier was ready. Everything was fine until one day some pest added the word over to the instructions in his mouth. From that day it became impossible to win a game against him, neither cards nor dice. Because he became a sharper rabbi, Leopold had to drown his own creation in a local river. That's just sad, isn't it? Change the topic. Yeah, I was instructed to get a book from you. Here's a check. The old man scans the book receipt that the barman in Ultranoia gave you and leans under his wobbly desk. Comrade Tolkien, this fine young man is here to get you. The old man holds you... I can't read anymore. The old man hands you the dusty book in a hardcover and exclaims, Lord of the Rings, One Piece. Happy to be of service when it comes to entertainment and cultural growth of our society. Is it any good? The book, I mean. The old man squints and replies to you with a smirk on his face. Workers of the World United started a plenary session. Started to argue, to jangle, to quarrel, to wrangle. But one smart Jewish boy just took a certain ring and off he was to a volcano. He and his friend threw the magic ring into the lava, and that was that. No more problems for the proletariat, for the elven aristocracy, and even the ruling class of Vala. I'm on board with that. Hope the bartender will be too. I am more interested in the trade. The man slowly hunches over the counter and starts busily rubbing his hands. Oh, that's my pleasure. My goods in exchange for your hard-earned guilt. Thing is, though, I don't have much... Okay, I can't. I am interested in this. Still. So let's, give him some money for that. I gotta go. Having noticed that you're turning towards the exit, the old man clearly starts to panic. Don't be so quick to say shalom and leave, young man. A seasoned adventurer like yourself is a rare occurrence in my modest shop. Please, maybe you could help this old fool with one particularly nasty business. Why the hell not? I'm all ears. You're a godsend. It's as if, Yahweh, right? Yahweh himself has made you from heaven's manna. Listen. A new sect of utter Luddites have emerged in the north. They call themselves the illiterate. They only attack those who deliver my books to the other booksellers. According to their crazy faith, the literacy is to blame for the current state of the Fakatka world. They believe that if there are no books, there would be no sciences, no educated people, no technologies that could cause a second nuclear holocaust. That's what they say. And even though I'm not ready to argue with them, I beg of you, help me stop them. I would have been able to forgive the anti-Semitism, but the enemies of the book shouldn't be allowed to misbehave. And the only thing you have to do to lure them out of their caves is show up in their habitat with a bunch of books. If there's love for literature in your heart, take a bundle of books and head up north to bring justice to these enemies of the written word. Alright, I'll try to help you. Thank you. Don't say anything else, or this old man might start crying as a kinder. Here, take this as bait. The old man hands you a hefty bundle of books. This is a almost complete collection of works by Lenin, bound by a strong ribbon. You take the bundle and let out a whistle. Alright, go walk around the northern... I'm encumbered. Go walk around the northern lands with this. Sooner or later you're bound to encounter these wrongdoers. How much am I encumbered by? Not by much. Here. Alright, well, let's go see if we can, do that. I have 3 quests I can do in the wastes now. Maybe 4 if I ever find the bandits. I can return the book to the guy in Ultranoia. I can turn in the gunpowder at the Safe Journey farm, and I can find the illiterate. So yeah, plenty to be done. So how long have I been recording? Alright, let's see if we can head up to Ultranoia real quick. Actually, it's a lot further away than I thought. Might have to start that next episode. Why would it loop me this way? It's so weird. Alright, well, I'll try to get into like one more fight real quick, and then we'll call it an episode. Oh, book burners. Alright, yeah, let's attack the book burners. Alright, well they don't have guns it seems, so they will be okay in that regard. No, sorry, I wanted to... Try and get Fidel over here. So I can tank for him for the most part. Oh, there's a bunch of... Holy crap, there's a bunch of guys. Okay. Oh, holy crap. Now, I can tank these guys all day, but Fidel might be in a bit of trouble here. Oh, this guy isn't dead. Oh, now he is. I mean, they're not very difficult, so that's nice. They are doing damage to me, though. That's uncommon for melee fighters. that clunk sound. Yeah, show him what's what, Fidel. Alright. Alright, we did it. Good job, everybody. Take all their healing stuff and coffee because it's worth a bunch. Several spide clubs. I don't know if I want to give Fidel a spide club or not. Frying pans are usually worth quite a bit. They're also very heavy. But we do need to start building up our money again. Oh, do they? Oh, they have the same inventory. Well, that's why. They had a bunch of Heelys. Okay. No, just grab that. Sure. Holy crap, yeah, they were loaded down with healing stuff. This is probably a quest you're supposed to do early on so you can get prepared for the rest of your journey. Steel breastplate as well. That's pretty good. Alright, well. I mean, I killed one group of book burners, right? You'd think that'd be enough. Let's give him some stuff to carry. So he can carry stuff that's weighing me down. I'm still over encumbered, huh? 2 pounds. Okay. Oh, it's the rope. Alright. Oh, nope. I guess we're done with that. Let's go turn that in. We probably I won't turn it in this episode. I just want to get back to Krasno this episode, then I'll call it. And then the next episode, we'll turn that in. Let's meet the caravanners. I have stuff to sell. Come on, Fidel. Get over here. Now I know how many rubles this guy has. Oh, he has a fair amount. Oh, yeah, I never read that. Oh wait, oh here we go. This is the first time we found a vehicle for that other quest. Listen, could you pull an old car to Ultranoye? It's currently at the old factory. For 400 rubles. Like on the factory is so close to Ultranoye, you'll benefit even if you ask for less. Alright, here's the money. Alright, we'll do it. Merchant's honor. Okay, so he's gonna move the car for Kovalev to Ultranoye. Well, that's good. That's one less thing that's one less thing to worry about. Yeah, we haven't run across an actual vehicle caravan in quite some time. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. In the next episode we'll go return the book quest into the old man. And then we'll head back to Ultranoye. We'll have 2 quests updated there. One for the barman and one for the vehicle. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to see y'all in the next episode.